everybody, this is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com, and today I'm so excited to share with you a create and color challenge video. These come out every Tuesday and they just feature a super fun color combination that I hope inspires you in your creating. So I'm gonna flip my camera down and we're gonna get started with this week's super fun card. Before I do that, I just want to say if you want to play along, I'd be happy to have you do that. You can either post it directly in my Facebook group, the link to that is in the description box below, or you could also share it on social media with the hashtag Create and Color Challenge. That way I can see it and I can see what you create with these colors. All right, let's get started. So this week we are making a card with the All Squared Away bundle. This is in the annual catalog and it's so fun. And my colors are Fresh Freesia, So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz, and Calypso Coral. So kind of going with a subtle summery vibe here. Now I know it's already October, so it's fall, but I really like these colors together. So we're gonna go ahead and give them a shot. All right, so I am gonna bring in all of the measurements will be on my blog. And the link to that is in the description box below, but I'm going to use Fresh Freesia as my card base, and then I've also got a piece of Fresh Freesia here that I'm going to go ahead and emboss in a second. And then I have a piece of basic white for the inside of the card and 3 little basic white squares that I'm going to stamp some of those square images from the stamp set on. And then I'm also going to do some die cutting with some basic white. So let's go ahead and start with these 3 squares. I'm going to bring in an ugly piece of grid paper. If you've been here for a while, you knew exactly what I was going to say. An ugly piece of grid paper. All right, so we're going to stamp the first one in So Saffron. And I'm just using 3 of the images today. Now there are 4 in the set. They're all gorgeous, but I just wanted to use 3 because I like the number, you know, the look of the number 3. So there's 1. Then I'm going to close this up. And we are going to open up the Pear Pizzazz ink pad. And we will do our second one. And this one is kind of that like curly Q swervy one. So cool. And I'm just trying to like butt my head in without getting it too in the camera's view. There we go. Because I want to make sure I'm stamping right over where I need to be, but I can't really see. Okay, so then we have our last square here and we're going to use Calypso Coral. I love that these are subtle, like I said, subtle summer colors, but they also are like subtle fall colors with the exception of Fresh Freesia, right? Like these 3 colors I think you could argue are like seen on trees, you know what I mean? Okay, so we've got all 3 of these stamped. I'm going to go ahead and remove that piece there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and emboss this with the Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to use the brick embossing folder instead because I haven't used it in a while and I think it would be really pretty for this. So I'm going to take my piece here and line it up on that black line to make sure everything is straight. And I'm going to run this through and I'll be right back. All right, here's this piece. Doesn't that look so cool? I love our 3D embossing folders. And next, what I'm going to do is I have these 3 die cut pieces from the bundle. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these out in basic white cardstock. I'm going to do that and I'll be back in a second. All right, so I've got these 3 beautiful pieces here. And so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Fresh Freesia piece, my card base, and I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this down to the card base, excuse me. And I'm just using my seal adhesive, and I made this strip so that it will go from edge to edge. And then I'm just layering it in the middle vertically, okay? So now I'll go ahead and close this and burnish it with my bone folder. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and add these fun little squares. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop them up on dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to peel the backings off and we're going to get these onto the card base, okay? So I'm going to start with this one in the center, just like that, and then we're going to do the next one. And they're going to overlap a little. which is fine. And then we'll do the last one. Okay, and we will sneak this one in here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just use some liquid glue, and we're gonna get these 3 attached. Here we go. All right, so then I have a strip of the basic white, and I'm gonna bring back my Calypso Coral ink pad, and I'm gonna stamp the sentiment that says, "You are so worth celebrating." And we're gonna go ahead and just use that for our sentiment for the front of our card, because I think it's so perfect. And then I'm gonna bring in my snips, and we will go ahead and just trim this down a little, like so, and get it added to our card with dimensionals. All right, so I've got my Fresh Freesia now, and then the Happiest of Birthdays to You stamp, again from that same bundle. I love that this bundle has all of these things in it. And this is for the inside of the card. So we'll go ahead and put some seal on this, and then get it tacked down inside. And then I am going to use some opal rounds to embellish. All right, so let's grab one of the big ones, and we're gonna put them, we'll put one there, and then I'll take another little one and put it up here. Look at how fun that turned out. Such a fun card. All right, well, there was the quick video for this week's Create and Color Challenge. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll play along. Please give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps me out on YouTube, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All right, I will catch you guys next time. Bye for now.